How's it going? We are back again. This is what the project is today, as always, but a bit different. Selling it. The time has come to say goodbye. I've got bits. Need to put these in the car tonight, and the guy is coming later on. So once he's here, hopefully it will be ready, and he's going to take it tonight. Hopefully, I guess we'll find out. Johnny is not living his best life right now. It's probably fair to say that he may have taken on the absolute most. Hello.
Hello.
How freaking saucy does this look though? All the new bits. And there's a D22 box in the car now.
Yeah.
This is all primered. I guess this is a dummy motor. Dummy motor, D22 box in the car. They cut the input shaft, and did you have to machine the bell housing as well? No, you don't have to.
Big box went on.
Oh, the big box bell housing. And it, like everything else, bolts up. That's mad. What about the clutch and stuff? Does it just the same as the RB one? Or is it gone?
Yeah.
So it's clutch. Weird, someone did these wheel nuts up. Currently have the biggest breaker bar I could find. Socket, something stuck behind the wheel. And I can't get the wheel nuts off. I got one loose and this one snapped clean, so good. Well, I hope they're not all this tight. Woohoo! You win. Gonna be sad to see this one go. Good car. The Beamer is sold. We have an empty spot. Gonna turn it into this and probably not much else. Maybe a surprise trip somewhere at the end of the year, potentially. Might turn into that, but definitely gonna be sad to see it go. It's done me well, mostly done me well. But now I guess we're on cleanup and then go home, get some sleep, and then this weekend I don't have any choice. I can't work on the Beamer now, so we're working on the SCD. And Johnny is working on, what you got going on? Flywheel. Put the flywheel on.
I'm full of motivation today. I'm very tired.
I can tell. I have just made it home. It's been a long ass day, but I wanted to show you guys what I got. I literally think that I hate having money because somehow, no matter what, every single time I sell something, I end up buying something else. MX-5. This thing is, it's a little shabby, but it's got good bones. It doesn't have any rust or anything, and the running gear on it's really good. And the reason I actually bought it, dun dun dun, factory Nardi wheel. It's not wint, but if you know, those wooden Nardi wheels are awesome. So that's a nice little bonus. And this panel isn't cracked. Unheard of. So super stoked about this. I've pretty much just bought it and I'll get it a waff and tidy it up a little bit and then flick it on. I don't need any more cars at all. And I just got rid of one, so now we've obtained another one. How good. So I will, if I do anything to this, I'll keep you posted, but that's what I've been up to. Let's see the morning. It's actually the next day, so this is a morning start. How good! Not even ticking. Oh, good car. Good car. If you guys know anything about MX-5s, you know that they tick like crazy almost all the time when they start up because they just don't love it. But it's fine. But this one doesn't. So already in the good books with me. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I have had a selection of MX-5s over the years. My first car was actually an MX-5. It was a little red one with a hard top, and I paid $3,000 for it. And then since then I've had a bunch more around when I've had the Sylvia and just kind of bought and sold them. Something I find about these cars, and it surprises me every single time I get in one, is how much fun they are to drive. Like, they're so slow, they're so slow, they don't rev high, they don't sound cool, but even just, and this car is in like almost completely factory form, and it is just so fun. Just got to the shop and walked in here. See, Adam has done some painting. Looking very purple, but different from the green that we did have. Very goodly. Should be good. Look, Johnny's told me that the motor is running and driving now. I'm excited to hear this thing run. He said that it sounds pretty good, and I believe him. If you heard his last RB, that thing sounded mad. So if it sounds anything like that, it's gonna be so mint. But this thing is looking amazing. Last time you guys seen this, it would have literally had nothing done to it. So these guys have put in so much work to get it to this point, and it is very impressive. Can't actually believe that they managed, well, Adam managed to paint the car and get all the panel work and everything done, and the motor and everything else in basically 2 weeks, eh? Yeah, craziness, absolute craziness. In that time I've done almost nothing, so that's cool. So, as well as working full-time, this is not their full-time job. Both of them actually work as well in doing this, so they've done a great job. I wish I could have filmed more of it, but I don't actually live anywhere near the shop, so it is not easy to get over here. But hopefully when Johnny's back, he'll start it up and we'll get to hear it run, so that'll be exciting. Anyway, until Johnny gets here and ropes me into helping him, I'm gonna put the gaskets and everything in the motor. Got all the new ones, all the bolts and everything. Hopefully my parts person, i.e. me, got the right stuff, but we'll find out. Probably not, knowing what aftermarket parts are like. So gonna do that, and then got my cross member everything done, and then my tunnel is getting done, and the motor can go in once that's done. So not far away now, we're making moves. Well, classic, starting off, go to put this gasket on. It's the wrong gasket, must be an S14 one. Very similar. Not the same, does not work, so that's a good start to my attempt. So that means I can't put my manifold on today, but it's alright. We'll make up this IVAC. About to throw the new intake on with the gasket, but having a further look at this, and hopefully you can see it. This is the IVAC, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's to change the idle up when the engine is cold so it runs better on startup. Now for a drift car, this really doesn't matter that much. For a road car, I'd definitely be replacing it. But as you can see, it's like rusty and corroded and it's leaking. And also these S13 manifolds have so many coolant hoses running everywhere. And ideally, for a drift car, you just want it to be as simple as possible so there's the least chance of hoses popping. And this is a pain in the ass to get to when it's in the car and bolted to the motor. So I am gonna attempt to make a blocking plate for it. It's pretty common. It's gonna have an ECU. It's gonna have a Link G3 in it anyway. So I think the tuner will be able to make adjustments to that so that I can potentially start up, and also I can just warm it up every single time I start the car, so it won't be an issue at all. So I'm gonna pull this off and then use the gasket to try and make a template and then make a blocking plate for it, hopefully. Alright, so hopefully you can see what we're dealing with. So it's just got this hole here that goes through into the intake manifold, and I believe it's just like a valve that opens and closes to let more or less air in after the airflow meter so that it lifts the idle up. So this is what we're going to block off here. As you can see, there's nothing really in the way once that's out of there, so it doesn't have to be super precise, but I'll try make up a little cardboard template and then drill cut a little square and drill some holes in it. Hopefully it'll just bolt on, but we'll see. I'm not very good at fabricating. That's where my holes need to be for my template, and then I'll cut it out of something when I find something to cut it out of. Okay, so I finished it, and I'm not happy with it, but I don't know how to make it better, and I don't want to spend hours doing this because I do have other stuff to be doing. But from the top of the manifold, I guess you'll just see it looking like that, and I'll need to, I think I'll have to gasket sealant it rather than use a paper gasket. Maybe I could do both, I'm not sure. I'll figure that out. But I want to use grey gasket sealant because I hate the red gasket sealant and seeing that everywhere. So, but yeah, I've never done any fab work before, so like it's fine. It serves a purpose. It does what it needs to do, but I just hate that, like what it looks like with the raw alloy. But then if I paint it, maybe I should just paint it. Maybe it'll be less obvious if it's just like a matte black. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go.
Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon.
It looks so good.
It looks absolutely good.
When is it getting shoot?
Next week.
Next week?
Next week.
Where? Can I come watch? Maybe?
I think.
During the day?
Yeah, I don't know when it'll be getting done.
Who does your shooting?
Jake, from the logo.
Oh yeah, sweet. Sick.
Yeah.
What else have you got left to do?
But master cylinder, might change it a bit later.
Oh yeah. And that's
About
it.
it.
What the fuck, man? I'm so proud of you.
2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Been a lot of sleepless nights, but I'd rather, I'm not even getting warm.
Oh, confirmed, yeah.
So, it's good, it's ready to go. Hey, babe.
Yes, nice job.
We do this.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Johnny, I think you've got a bit of an intake leak.
no shit.
Alright, I'm ridiculously tired. Johnny is fixing car motor build things, wheel and stuff. So I think that'll wrap up our video. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Next week we're at Matsuri. Mr. Wynyard will be driving at Matsuri.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Bye guys. Have a great night. I still can't get out. Oh well. That concludes it. Alright, I'll see you at Matsuri.